What's up, and welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of XCOM. This is episode 2. You may have noticed the fancy intro cinematic. We've been doing some maintenance improvements on the channel overall, so if you haven't poked around yet, feel free to do that. I've also got a new mic on the way. I'm going to be getting a blue mic, specifically a Blue Yeti, which is supposed to be a very good mic. My buddy's actually got one, and I've been kind of testing it out at his house. It sounds really, really good. I'm going to get a little mini sound booth going as well to help cut down on some background noise. So overall, you're going to be seeing a quality improvement on the channel on pretty much everything. We see here that I've got still just 4 troops going into battle. You may remember last time that we had a pretty good first mission. There isn't a lot to do on the overworld map. Prior to the second mission, we did have a abduction site popped up, and I selected Canada to make sure that I can get some scientists and help improve my overall research. This was the most difficult option as well, though, so hopefully this goes almost as well as the first mission did. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky again twice, unfortunately. But we see our men here in the China getting ready to disembark, and here we go. So it looks like this is an urban night mission here. We've got still just the 4, only 2 of whom I believe are actually upgraded. Yeah, this guy who is a sniper, and being a low-level sniper, he cannot fire his weapon after he's moved, even if it's just a short move. So unfortunately, I'm going to need to rely on my other 3 for their base firepower in my first turn. I am, however, going to try to scoot up a little bit with this guy and maybe get some scouting going on. Okay, well, scouting job successful. And we've discovered 2 sectoids here, both of which are in pretty favorable cover for them, and one of which I believe has me totally flanked. So that's probably not a good first turn move for me. I did leave him strung out there pretty thin, and I don't think that I'm... Oh, wow. So we have even more sectoids here on our left flank now, a total of 3 visible by that guy who can't shoot. And I'm not going to be able to get close enough with any of these troops to pop off a shot in this first round. I'm just going to need to let them take their shots at me and hope that the RNG gods smile. Looks like this guy is going to get melded, and this guy is going to pop off a shot at, fortunately, my troop who's only behind light cover there, and that misses. However, I think that this guy is going to go ahead and take a shot at my... Oh no, he goes into Overwatch, so it looks like the RNG gods have indeed smiled on me here. The mind-melded sectoid is going to move up, take cover, and he is going to aim down at that same trooper who's only in half cover and does get hit that time. She, of course, panics and hunkers down. The troop next to him also panics and hunkers down. So that's half of my squad that is panicking behind that car after only taking 1 hit. Meanwhile, our sniper is exposed here, but if he moves out of it, he's not going to be able to actually put down fire this turn, and him being half of my available force, I really need to hope that I get lucky here with this shot. And while I do tag a hit, unfortunately, it's not enough to bring down that melded sectoid with that extra point of health, and so it's not looking good for me here, folks. The only shot that I can really take is on that same sectoid at a 52% chance, and it does hit and blasts away that mind-melded sectoid, leaving only the 2 that are visible. However, on the enemy turn, that 3rd sectoid is going to move up into a firing position, and he is going to start taking shots. Oh, no, he's actually going to mind meld the other sectoid to give him a little bit of an aim bonus, which I'm not sure is a great move on the AI's behalf. I probably would have put some fire down. That being said, however, the mind melded troop is going to fire at that same troop, hit, and knock her into critically wounded. So now my squad is down to 3. I don't think I'm going to be able to mop up all the aliens by the time the she bleeds out, and I don't have any med kits. So now the time is really working against me, folks. Not only is that meld deteriorating, but the lifeblood of one of my recruits is also deteriorating onto the ground as we speak. I don't really have any great shots with this guy. However, I am going to get lucky again and tag that 1 sectoid behind cover, taking him out. and we hear the death throes of his ally as well as he dies from that mind melt. So that was a really lucky hit, ends up killing 2 sectoids with just 1 shot, and that leaves us in a great position here. The sniper, meanwhile, doesn't really have any good shots from his present position. I'm kind of debating what to do here a little bit. I'm thinking about just taking that 33% shot, as lucky as I've been so far, but I decided just to move him up and have him switch to pistol, and what I'm going to do is just put down a little bit of fire on that lone remaining sectoid, take off a sliver of health, and really put any further hit into a kill shot range. Meanwhile, though, unfortunately, I don't have any further shots to take. He is behind hard cover there, and this is at long range. With assault rifles, doesn't tend to pan out so well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and move up a little bit, try to flank around, let him take his turn, and yeah, he is going to go ahead and retreat off into the darkness there, which is probably a wise move on his behalf. However, I do still have visibility of him. And so while it would appear that things are looking great at this moment, I do still have that recruit that's bleeding out of the ground, and so that does put me on a timer that I'm going to need to race against here in order to kill whatever remaining aliens there may be left on this map. I think it's just that one at this point. I'm hoping it's just that one, and if I can pop him this round, that means I am going to be able to not only get the meld, but also save that trooper who's bleeding out and keep her alive, and keep whatever veterancy bonuses that she has. Unfortunately, I don't think she has any, and she didn't even get a kill before she got wasted, so she's going to get very minimal experience for this anyway, even if she does survive. So we see here that I went ahead and scooted my sniper around. He didn't have a great shot on him. It was a 33% chance, and I'm not willing to go with those kind of odds again. I do want to make sure that I get that meld regardless of what happens with this remaining alien. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoot my sniper around, put him on that meld, make sure he can get it last turn, and meanwhile that sectoid is just going to go ahead and slink off into the mist. Again, though, I still managed to retain visibility, and I am going to go ahead and just keep moving up. I'm going to take that meld and continue to apply pressure on that lone remaining sectoid, thinking that he's probably going to lead me into his allies here. Fortunately, there were no remaining sectoids to be found. It was just that one, and I was able to pop him fairly quickly and close up the mission. I got the meld, I got my wounded trooper out of there, but in the sake of time, because nothing really of interest happens further along in the match, we're just going to go ahead and close up here, and I'll have the next video up soon. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Every day, federal scientists are looking for new ways to kill bugs. Would you like to know more? Everyone's doing their part. Are you? The war effort needs your effort. At work, at home, in your community.